I am Josh.
I am Banks. This is Odd Places going.
Viralistic.
All right, Josh. Do you like donuts?
Yeah, like the ones you eat or the ones you sit on. They both have very interesting uses.
So the one you eat, the donut you eat, is the one I'm talking about. I'm talking about Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm talking about Donut King. I'm talking about, I guess, Dunkin' Donuts too.
So do I like them or do I eat them? Because I do
All
like
right,
them, I don't eat them.
you don't eat them. All right. So if you like them, why don't you eat them?
Because okay, I like the flavor. I like the taste. I don't like the lack of nutritional value.
All right. All right. It tastes good though. I mean, they're like candy, aren't they?
Oh, absolutely. But that guilt you feel afterwards is not worth it. At least that's how I feel. I feel extremely guilty after eating a donut.
So you have guilt that comes into play when you eat donuts or when you eat something decadent like that. Or,
Yes, of course. Because I know what it does to my system. I know how unhealthy it is. So if I poke my eye out, I'm going to feel guilty also.
all right. So you're comparing poking your eye out to eating a donut,
Yes.
aren't you? Okay.
No, that's not correct. I think I'm going too far with that. It's more like slitting your wrists. I think that would be the best analogy. Like just cutting yourself and watching yourself bleed out.
All
That's
right.
what
All
eating a
right.
donut.
All right.
Metaphor.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Let's dive into the donut, shall we? And see how bad the donut really is. Okay.
Okay, sure. Wait a minute. Do you have a different opinion about donuts? Do you actually think they're healthy or they're not as bad as I'm saying?
Slitting your wrists, poking a fork in your eye. I think they're much better than that.
No, the guilt of slitting your own wrists. The
Okay.
guilt
Okay.
of poking yourself in the eye.
That means that I have to de- denote that to, or equate that to eating a donut is the same as the guilt of doing this or doing that. Um, I mean,
Okay. If you don't have guilt, that just means you don't know any better. If you don't have guilt over eating a donut, it just means you actually know that they're bad for you. Because if you know that they're bad and you also know that you're eating it intentionally, you
okay,
should
okay,
feel guilty. You should be ashamed.
okay. Let's see if there's some good things about a donut. Okay, you ready? You ready? A donut. I think the number one ingredient in a donut, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, is flour.
It's actually sugar,
Okay, okay,
which flour is sugar, by the way. People don't realize that.
okay. I thought flour was flour and sugar is sugar.
They're both carbohydrates. It's the
Okay,
same thing. It's just
okay,
how
okay,
how
gotcha. Okay,
complex it is, but they're
okay,
both.
okay, okay. I gotcha. So the sugar is a simple sugar, and
Yeah,
uh, bread or a flour is a complex which breaks down. Uh,
correct.
got it.
Which breaks down
So
to simple
okay,
sugars.
I'm gonna go with you. I'm guessing flour. You're saying it's sugar. Let's go. I'll go with sugar. So sugar first, then
Yeah,
flour, then I guess grease. It's cooked in grease, oil, some sort of oil.
probably some sort of oil, probably hydrogenated oil on top of that.
Yeah. So it's probably the okay. So it's probably like one of the worst oils, right?
That's the nasty stuff. Yeah, hydrogenated oil is the nasty stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
So it's the worst oil. It's flour, so it's a complex carb. It's not the worst carb there is. I mean, because probably the worst carb is going to be sugar, which is
Yeah.
it is
Okay.
the number one
Okay.
ingredient in it.
It's like saying,
So
what's the worst form of cancer? You want ass cancer or you want pancreatic? Like, okay, maybe one's not as bad as the other, but still.
okay, hold on. You are now comparing eating a donut to cancer.
Ass cancer in particular. But yeah,
What? What? How can you go that far? A donut, a little that big, I got a hole in it.
you spend your life eating donuts, you're probably going to get cancer. That's where I'm going.
All right, let's take the donut apart. Now, it's got carbohydrates, which is what does that do to the body?
It increases your blood sugar, usually too rapidly, creates an insulin response, And then eventually, over time of repeated doses, will lead to type 2 diabetes. And that will make you go blind, you'll lose a toe, and then it'll kill you.
And that is the extreme.
But that's it.
That's the extreme.
That's the extreme? Okay.
It is, isn't it? Let's talk about one donut.
Oh, okay. Just one. Just one.
Yeah. Boy, you are so okay. All right. So one donut. Just one. Let's just go with one. Okay.
All right. Here's what happens with one. You want to know what happens with one?
All right.
You eat one donut, you get your sugar rush, you get lots of energy, insulin kicks in, but it kicks in too fast and overcompensates. Your blood sugar goes low, you become hungry again, and you go eat another donut. That's the effect of one donut.
Got it. All right. All right. Now, if let's say, and I was at one time a professional triathlete, let's say I'm in a race and my blood sugar goes down, a donut would be something to pick it back up, correct?
Okay, that's kind of like saying I'm driving a Ferrari and I run out of gas. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw some banana peels and
this is not Back to the Future.
Grease into the tank. Come on.
You break it down. We're just breaking it down. The donut, we're just breaking it down into 3 components.
Yeah, but don't you want, if you're in a high performance situation, you need food, you need nutrition, not just sugar, but you need nutritious sugar.
All right, so I'm going to argue the point that sugar
All right.
is what humans crave. We crave sugar because it is an immediate source of energy. Okay, and I'm saying, okay, I could be speaking out of turn. No, not out of turn. I could be speaking. This is what I understand, and that is, we like sweet things. You know why we like sweet things? It's because that gives us energy. And the beginnings of us, our ancestors would like eat a berry and it was sweet and eat more of them because it's sweet. And by it being sweet, it gives quick energy, and we can have quick energy to run from the lion.
Yes and no. You do have a point. I'll concede you a little point there. But you know what fruit also has that a donut doesn't? It has fiber. Fruit comes with the energy from fruit, fructose, which is, by the way, the sugar that comes out of fruit. It comes with, when you eat the actual whole fruit, it also has fiber, which slows down the digestion process. It works differently than a donut. So donuts aren't.
Okay, because the donut, they still have the sugar. I mean, fructose.
It's been stripped of the fiber. All the fiber is gone. It's just granulated pure sugar in a donut.
So let's say I go out to my front yard and I cut down a sugar cane and I grind it up. I don't create sorghum, take the juice out. I grind it up so there's fiber, there's sugar, and I use that in a donut. There.
You still processed it. Eat the sugar cane. The sugar cane has reeds. The sugar cane actually has fiber in it too. But the moment you process it, it becomes a little less healthy, especially when you add nasty fats, which you just said it has hydrogenated fats.
All right. We're gonna get to the oil. We're not there yet. We got a couple minutes. We're gonna get there. Okay. I'm trying to convince you that sugar is not all that bad. Okay. And if it's one donut, just one donut.
Have you ever heard of essential fatty acids? Have you heard that term?
Yeah.
Fats we need to eat from our diet because we can't produce fats ourselves. How about essential amino acids, which are proteins that we have to consume?
I think there's.
Have you ever heard of essential carbohydrate? Have you ever heard of that? Because it doesn't exist. We don't actually need sugar to survive. We need amino acids and we need fats. Those can actually get converted to sugar in our body.
All right.
So I'm just saying. I'm not saying sugar's the devil.
Okay, so
it's not necessary.
I'm gonna go somewhere else, and that is, if we're converting it in our bodies, the amino acids and the oils, converting it to sugar in our body, isn't that taxing the body? Aren't we spending energy where we really don't need to spend it, and we should just go have a donut?
But you know what most of us have? We have something called body fat, which all that is potential energy. We're not suffering from a lack of energy, sir. Sorry. And we don't have lions chasing us either, for that matter.
All right. I'm Banks, and I like donuts.
I'm Josh, and I also like the flavor of donuts.
This is Odd Places going
Viral.
viral.